Okay, let us go over the business of the class. You leaders out there, educational leaders, let us go over and discuss the syllabus, the business of the course. That way we can jump right in and waste no time, okay? So, again, as you know, EDU, EDG 606, um, leadership in a diverse society. This class is done October 3rd. I believe the last assignment is due October 1st, so we got a little bit of a grind here, but it's asynchronous. As you know, the we are styling ourselves at NKU as the place for education. A lot of individuals in our region, Kentucky, Ohio, Indiana, even West Virginia, are NKU grads. You'll notice that. And as a person that's in the schools a lot, sometimes I supervise student teaching. Everywhere I go, I meet NKU folks. One of my colleagues was in Florida, and they met an NKU grad. Just all over, people know about us, so that's pretty exciting. But we're the place for education. All right. There's my office number. I do get the phone calls. The phone calls actually go right to my voicemail. Okay. So actually, rather the phone calls go to my email. Of course, they go to my voicemail, but they go to my email. So modern technology, right? So when you call and leave a message and say, Dr. Childs, this is such and such and such. I had a question about the assignment. I was wondering if da 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 da. It'll go right to my email, and I can get right back with you. So, okay. Or you can just email me. Now, when you email, please put in the caption, in the heading, put that you want that the class, the EDU 606, okay, in the section number, and it'll get right to me. That way I can look at the emails every time you email me, and I can know it's from you all, because I get hundreds of emails, and I want to prioritize my students. That's another thing. I really try to prioritize students. It's my favorite thing to do is teach. I really love teaching. I'm a people person. I've always been like that. I didn't know it though. I used to think I was an introvert. So, but this class, this is a serious class. Okay, we are talking about the scary idea of diversity in leadership. Now, I may have said this before. I do not want you to come into the class thinking that because you are of a certain social economic background or of a certain political persuasion or a certain race or ethnicity that you will be graded down and that you're going to feel bad about yourself. That's media talking points. That is rhetoric. This class is about reading the text, becoming a better leader through the readings, and maybe even offering some reflection about what you have read. That's the bulk of what we will be doing in this class. We'll do a lot of reading, a lot of thinking. It's a critical thinking class. We're going to be thinking about you as a leader. I'm excited that we got some good leaders, another crop of good leaders. That's you out there and growing and learning and developing yourself. So, okay, here's the text. Cultural proficiency, leadership. I actually know the author. The author is a really brilliant man, the lead author, Dr. Terrell. He's one of my professors. His book is amazing. You'll learn so much. I'm telling you, you'll learn so much. And I know that you're out there working somewhere in a classroom. Perhaps you're a full-time master's student, a grad student, but you will learn, trust me, you will learn so much from these readings. Make sure you get the second edition. Is Everyone Really Equal will also challenge you. It challenges me every time I read it. It deals with social justice. And a lot of the issues in the world today in society are kind of addressed in this text, race, class, gender. And you don't have to agree with everything. I always want to say that. This class does not agree with the readings or you're going to fail. You have a misunderstanding of this kind of course. This class does not agree with Dr. Childs or he's going to be angry and give you a demerit. No, it's like you're a thinker. You're a grad student. You're a whole graduate student now, girl. You're a whole graduate student now, my guy. So, like, you're allowed to disagree, but I want you to. What I don't want you to do is be mad about the material and not read it and just give your opinion on all the stuff. Just give your opinion on all of the responses and not really take it seriously. You won't do well in the class like that. This is a grad course, y'all. And then escaping from home. This is a project that I'm proud that we finished it. This is a project that I did with my good friend Dr. James Stone, and we decided to write a novel for our students. So I used to teach a language arts, social studies methods class. We co-taught it. This was years ago when we started this project. We finally got it done. I had to finish it. Prayers up for my good friend Dr. Stone. He got sick through the start of the project, so I ended up having to write it, the bulk of it. But I appreciate being able to get it done for you all. It really is a treatment of some of the history. I felt like as we're talking about leadership in a diverse society, let us get some history, some American history, and not just pick the time in history, the time of enslavement, so we can talk about diversity, racism, literacy. There's a lot of things that we could talk about from the novel. So I hope that you'll get something out of it. It's a pretty quick read, so hopefully you'll enjoy that. Okay. Now let's dig a little deeper and get into some of the crux of our course. General discussion and participation. So this is an asynchronous course, and everything will take place online. There will be times that I will try to hop on and just to meet with you if you have a question or anything. I'm going to be trying to do that, okay? But there'll be, if you look at the Canvas, you'll see various assignments, videos that you'll watch, movies, a film I think we'll watch, various things throughout the semester that you will be responding to. The bulk of the class will come out of your leadership book. This is graduate level reading. I just know you'll get so much out of it as a teacher, as a leader. That's what I'm most excited about. Then just looking for your responses and see how you reflect. And I want to repeat this again. I'm not going to grade you down because you may be liberal leaning or a Democrat. I'm not going to grade you down or be mad if you're conservative or have Republican leanings. I just want you to vote and do it intelligently. But there's a third space intellectually above Democrat and Republican. And that is my position. And I want to pass that on to you. When you start to dig down into intellectual ideas, you go beyond the artificial binary of Republican or Democrat, okay? So suspend that partisanship notion and just think we're going to rise above that and think about the ideals. Sometimes it's not that black and white, okay? In terms of whether it's a Democratic idea or Republican idea, okay? So I want to say that up front as we begin to dig into this class. I want you to learn, I want you to grow as a human, as a leader, so that we can inspire this next generation. We can inspire one another, which is why I'm always excited about this class. So you'll respond to every 2 chapters, okay? So you only do 4 total, and every 2 chapters you're going to do a reflection paper and use these prompts to write your paper, okay? So the first assignment, the first response will be chapter 1 and 2 together, okay? Don't do it separately. It's not 8 different ones. It's 4 total, and 1 and 2 you will respond to together. 2 to 3 sentences discussing the main idea. B, in addition, highlight and compare chapters. C, identify key passages, so on and so forth. You can see the prompt there. There's a couple reflections you'll do based on 2 books. You're reflecting on escaping from home. You're reflecting on is everyone really equal. You'll do a 2 to 3 page paper. You'll summarize the book, discuss the ways it relates to the course material, identify 3 key passages, discuss why it stood out to you, what are some of the main ideas and concepts. And your final is a presentation. It's a YouTube presentation. It's a PowerPoint that you'll upload to YouTube. Okay, this is important. Okay, you can do this in Canvas. Create the PowerPoint and give a lecture. You can do it on Zoom. I should say you can do this on Zoom. That's what I'm using Zoom now to do this. And after you make your PowerPoint, you're not done. Okay, I want you to hear me. Some people will submit just the PowerPoint and nothing else, and they'll fail. They fail. I've had people do that. People wait to the last minute, and they don't do the whole project. They hurry up and just do a PowerPoint, which is easy to do. And then they submit that. They don't upload it. They don't do the lecture like I'm doing, and they fail the final project. Okay? Please don't do that. I want everybody to be successful. I don't sit in a dark room, and laugh maniacally. I don't sit in a dark room and think about how many students I can fail. I am not that unhappy, okay? I want everybody to be successful, okay? I don't sit around and get gleeful about how many F's I can give out. I've had professors like that. That's not Dr. Child, okay? I want you to be successful. But at the same time, now I done messed my light up here. Okay, I think we're back. I want you, at the same time, you got to turn in the work. It's a grad course. This is a freaking grad course, people. Do the work. All right. You all have to get used to me. I watch a lot of cartoons. I'm a cartoon character, so. Some people laugh. Some people just think I'm a weirdo and goofy. I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. You know that song. Okay. All right. So that's all I have to say about the syllabus. Let's see. Did I miss something? These things you've seen, these kinds of policies in other classes. Do all the readings. Communicate with the professor. This is what I was saying. When you send me an email, put EDG 606001 in the subject line. That way I can see it's from my favorite students, okay? Communicate with the professor. Now give me a day or two to respond to emails. I really try to do my due diligence to keep up with those emails. I'm not a fan of late work. Normally, I do not accept late work, so keep that in mind. But at the same time, I'm reasonable. I'm not a jerk, as you can see. So things happen in life, illnesses, untimely deaths, unfortunately, hospitalizations. I had students that have gone into labor while they were, taking a class. They were going into labor while they were taking a class, and of course, I'm gonna be reasonable about that. That's crazy. But my wife, she had a professor that I was having we were having our daughter, and the professor was such a jerk to her, and I never wanted to be that guy. We were in the hospital. It's like, make sure you turn in your assignment. Ain't that crazy? I'm not that dude. Okay. All right. Facebook. You please add me on Facebook if you want. It's not a requirement. Facebook is kind of cool because you can inbox me questions in real time. It works out that way. And many times, another student will have the same question that you have, and I might post it or something like that. Post the answer if it's not, too private or whatever. Professional discourse. Do your work. Course evaluation. That is all I have. The course, the due dates will be on Canvas. Okay. Thank you so much for your time, and I, of course, so look forward to meeting you and developing a lifelong relationship with you all. This is true. Many times I have long-lasting relationships with my students. And I've got students that are finishing their master's and working on their Ph.D. I had one of my students went to law school. One student was in Alaska teaching, which is so exotic. That's one of the few states I have not been to. And she was like, Dr. Childs, they're hiring teachers out here. Do you know anybody that wants to teach in Alaska? I was like, I do, but I can't just pack up and move because I love NKU too much. But anyway, let us have fun and let us do the work. And we will talk to you soon. Have a good day. Bye. Bye now.